Okay, so you're here to get smart, right?
That's the idea?
Dive deep into some cool topics.
Yep, absolutely.
Without all the, extra stuff.
Yeah, straight to the point.
Yes, the good stuff.
The meat and potatoes, as they say, right to the heart of it.
Well, you've definitely come to the right place then, because today we are going deep into Altai.
Altai, yeah.
Which,
Flag this.
So flag this.
It was a great find, and it's so fascinating.
It is really
We got this report that we're going to dig into today, which comes from a video by Gia Loves History on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And it's originally from the Russian Geographical Society.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So this is kind of our English language deep dive into
a curated
version
of that report.
And I think before we even get into the content of it, we should clarify something for people, because the name Altai can actually refer to two different places.
Right.
There's the Altai region, which is part of Russia, and that's mainly populated by Russians.
Yeah. But then there's also the Republic of Altai.
Yeah, separate republic.
Yeah.
Totally different.
And that's a mountainous region that's to the south of Russia, and that's where the Altai ethnic group lives with their own tradition.
Their own language, their own everything.
Yeah.
Really distinct culture.
So we should be clear that we're focusing on the Republic of Altai today.
The Republic of Altai, yeah.
And its incredible mountain landscape.
Oh, yeah. The mountains are really what makes it special.
Yeah.
I mean, the Altai Mountains themselves are this vast, ancient range, and they've really shaped the entire region.
Oh, for sure.
Both the environment and the history.
Yeah.
And then there's Beluga Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes called White Mountain.
It's beautiful.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
It's this huge peak about 4,500 meters high.
Wow.
And it's really important to the Altai people.
Spiritually.
Spiritually, yeah. It's like a sacred place to them.
Yeah, the video definitely highlighted that.
It did.
They emphasized that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting because that mountain is also where two really important rivers start.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The Kern and the Bia.
Uh-huh.
And get this, they come together and form the Ob River.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, like the massive Ob River.
Oh, wow.
It all starts right there in the Altai Republic.
Huh. That's really cool.
Which geographically, just to place it for everyone, it's south of the main part of Russia.
Okay.
Shares borders with Mongolia to the southeast and Kazakhstan to the southwest.
Gotcha.
One thing that caught my attention in the video was how they talked about this Golden Ring tourist route. Imagine this network of roads. They mentioned 682 kilometers and 78 kilometers.
Oh, wow. So it's like a serious...
It's a big network.
Yeah.
And it goes through all these amazing landscapes.
That's so cool.
You really get a sense of just how beautiful it is.
I mean, even today, people are drawn to these places because of the landscape and the views.
Absolutely. And you can't help but wonder if that beauty was part of what drew early humans there, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Think about it. Those mountains might have been a barrier for migrating.
Yeah, you would think.
But they also provided shelter, caves, access to resources.
You're totally right.
It makes sense that early humans would have ended up there.
They would have, yeah. It's a perfect spot.
And the crazy thing is, the archaeology backs it up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The video talks about how they found Homo erectus sites in Altai.
Wow. Okay, so
that pushes back our understanding.
Yeah, way back.
Of when humans were there.
Wow.
But what's even more amazing is the evidence they found for another human group.
Okay.
The Denisovans.
The Denisovans. Now, this is
big.
The kind of stuff that, rewrites history.
It does.
This isn't just Neanderthals or early Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
This is, a whole other branch of the human family tree.
Totally.
And they found them right there in Altai.
Right there in Altai.
So the main spot is this Denisova cave.
Yeah, Denisova cave. And the video describes it as having...
It's like a time capsule.
It's like a time capsule. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It has 20 cultural layers.
20.
20.
Wow.
Imagine each layer is a snapshot of human activity.
Oh, wow.
Over a long period of time.
That's wild.
It's like a stack of history.
Yeah.
All in one place.
That's really cool.
And it was back in 2008
that
they made this huge discovery in one of the layers.
What'd they find?
A couple of teeth.
Okay.
And a tiny piece of finger bone.
Oh, wow.
From a young girl.
Okay.
Maybe 5 to 7 years old.
Wow.
And these tiny fragments led scientists in Leipzig, which is a big center for this kind of stuff, to identify this whole new lineage of humans.
Wow. Wow. So from just a couple of teeth and a finger bone, they figured out.
They were able to extract DNA
Yeah.
and analyze it.
And that's how they figured out it was a new...
Totally new type of human.
That's amazing.
And the genetic analysis, as the video explains, threw them some curveballs.
What do you mean?
Well, it suggested that the Denisovans themselves had ancestors that we haven't even identified yet.
What?
Yeah, like we're missing pieces of the puzzle.
Wow.
Apparently one of the molars was huge. Huge? Yeah, like way bigger than it should have been.
Okay.
And that hinted at some unknown genetic heritage.
So, like, they had ancestors that we don't even know about.
Yeah, it's like finding a puzzle piece that doesn't fit with any of the other pieces you have.
Oh, that's crazy.
It suggests there's a lot more to the story of human evolution than we thought.
And we thought, yeah, that's amazing.
And it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
The video mentions this theory that Denisovans might have had different cognitive abilities than modern humans.
Like their brains work differently?
Yeah, like maybe they were better at some things and worse at others.
No. Okay, so like different strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly. Now, of course, this is all still being researched.
Yeah.
It's based on limited evidence.
Makes sense.
But it makes you think.
It does.
Like, what if there were different ways of being human?
Yeah.
You know, different ways of thinking and experiencing the world.
That's a really cool thought.
It is, right?
It challenges what we think we know about what it means to be human.
Exactly.
So they showed this evolutionary tree in the video.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really helpful for seeing how all these groups are connected.
Yeah, it helps visualize it.
Yeah. And something that was crazy to me was how they mentioned that we went from 48 chromosomes to 46.
Yeah, like in our lineage?
Yeah, like our early primate ancestors had 48.
48.
And then at some point it dropped to 46.
Yeah, through this fusion of chromosome pairs.
It's wild to think about that.
It is.
Like that kind of fundamental genetic shift happened.
And it's a reminder that we're all connected.
Yeah, to these ancient human populations.
Exactly.
Through these shared changes in our DNA.
It's a long story.
Yeah, a really, really long story.
Speaking of long stories, the video also talks about this amazing mummy that they found in Altai.
This is where it gets really interesting.
It does.
The Altai princess.
The Altai princess.
This is like a whole other level of cool.
It is.
So it's this incredibly well-preserved mummy.
Incredibly well-preserved of a young woman who seems to have been pretty important.
Yeah, they think she was like a princess or something, right?
Yeah, the video uses the term Sedeligen Herkunft.
I don't know what that means.
It basically means like noble birth.
Oh, okay.
So maybe royalty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They think she was somewhere between 25 and 27 years old when she died.
Okay.
About 2,500 years ago.
Wow. So that puts her in like the 3rd to 5th century BCE.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the way she was buried shows just how important she was.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, she had these really elaborate clothes, and they found 4 horses buried with her.
4 horses?
Yeah. All in a wooden sarcophagus.
That's crazy.
It is, and the reason she's so well preserved.
Yeah, why is that? Permafrost.
Permafrost. Yeah, like there was only about 15 centimeters of earth above the ice.
Oh, wow.
And that basically froze her in time.
It's like a natural freezer?
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
And then there are the tattoos.
Oh, yeah, the tattoos.
The video shows these incredible pictures of animals.
On her arms?
On her arms, yeah.
Wow. So they were able to preserve the tattoos, too.
It's amazing.
Artwork from 2,500 years ago.
Perfectly preserved.
That's incredible.
It gives us a glimpse into their art.
And their beliefs, right?
Yeah, like what those animals might have symbolized to them.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And once again, genetic analysis played a big role.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were able to learn a lot about her life and health.
Oh, wow. What did they find out?
Well, it looks like she might have been sick as a kid.
Okay.
And then in her early 20s, she might have had breast cancer.
Oh, wow.
Which could have been what killed her.
That's so sad.
It is. And the video even suggests this theory. That maybe her people were relatively new to the Altai region, and they weren't fully adapted to the environment yet.
Interesting.
So that could have affected their health.
Well, that makes sense.
But it's important to remember.
Yeah.
This is all based on genetic data.
Right.
And it's not like 100% certain.
Yeah, it's still interpretation.
Exactly.
But it's still amazing what they've been able to learn.
It is incredible.
About this woman's life.
And she's now in a museum in the capital of the Altai Republic.
Oh, wow. So people can actually go see her.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That's really cool.
And the video makes a point of saying that her clothes and the way she was buried fit with the lunar calendar and the beliefs of the Altai ethnic group.
So it's like a direct link
A direct link, yeah.
to their modern culture.
Exactly. It shows that some of these traditions have been around for a long time.
Yeah, thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Wow.
Which brings us to the Altai people today.
Yeah, their culture and everything.
Yeah, the video gives us a glimpse into their language, their customs, their religion.
It's so interesting to see how these ancient traditions have influenced their modern culture.
It is, and it's not just the past that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Altai people today are doing some really cool things.
Oh, yeah.
The video mentions this painter and scientist named Gregor Gherkin,
Okay.
who's from Altai.
Okay, cool.
So it's a place with a rich history and a vibrant present.
I love that.
It is pretty special.
So much to learn from.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as we start to wrap up this deep dive into Altai,
Yeah.
let's just take a minute to recap what we've learned.
Good idea.
We explored this amazing land with its dramatic geography.
From mountains to rivers.
Yeah, towering peaks and rivers that come together to form huge rivers.
It's incredible.
We learned about evidence of early humans.
Really early humans.
Yeah, Homo erectus and the Denisovans.
Like rewriting the history books early.
Yeah.
Totally.
And of course, we talked about the Altai princess.
The Altai princess.
Her story is just so captivating.
It is.
And she gives us such a unique window into life in Altai thousands of years ago.
Yeah, it's like a time machine.
It is.
Taking us back to a completely different world.
And all of this is thanks to this incredible intersection of geology, anthropology, and genetics.
Exactly.
It shows how Altai is so much more than just a place on a map.
It is.
It's a key to understanding human evolution and cultural development.
And it's a story that's still being written.
Exactly.
That's so much more to discover.
Yeah, and it really makes you think, doesn't it?
About
How the environment and our genes have shaped us.
over millennia.
Yeah.
It's a long and complicated story.
It is, but Altai gives us these incredible glimpses into that story.
It does, and it makes you wonder, what else is out there waiting to be discovered?
Exactly.
What other secrets are hidden in those mountains and caves?
What other pieces of the puzzle are we missing?
Exactly.
It's exciting to think about.
It is.
You know, just how much more there is to learn about our past.
And how much more we can learn about ourselves.
Yeah, through places like Altai.
Altai is just one piece of the puzzle.
But it's a really important piece.
It is.
And it makes you appreciate just how complex and interconnected human history really is.
Absolutely.
And how much more there is to explore and understand.
I can't wait to see what they find next.
Me too.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So stay tuned, folks. There's always more to come.
Always.
And who knows what incredible discoveries are waiting for us just around the corner.
Maybe we'll find another princess.
Maybe we will.
Or another human species.
Who knows?
The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
And that's what makes this so exciting.
It is. It's the thrill of the unknown. The never-ending quest for knowledge.
And the adventure of exploring our past.
Well said. So until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Keep learning.
And keep exploring.
And we'll see you on the next deep dive.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.